Hello everybody, I'm Tobias Buchlo, the author of the Keep It Secret, Keep It Safe project, the cross-platform password manager, let's call it KissKiss in short. And I want to demonstrate to you the main features you can find if you start KissKiss the first time. KissKiss is very easy to use. If you start KissKiss the first time, an empty document is opened. On the left side of the main view, you find a tree view containing all your groups and accounts in a hierarchical order. If you click on a node in the tree view, on the right side an editor will open where you can modify the values of the selected node. Above the tree view you find a quick search functionality which filters your tree view easily. So let us create a new account. For example, we want to create an Amazon account. So we select the shopping node, click with the right mouse button on it, select new account, and now we select the network or internet account. KissKiss knows multiple types of account which are very useful and powerful, and you can see the details for each account type in the manual. Just select network or internet account and say new. Now we need to provide a label for the new created item, and to hold the rule that each account should have its own password, we create a new password for the Amazon account. Just click on create and pick the human readable password generator. KissKiss knows multiple password generators. You can create secure passwords, or you can define your own templates which your passwords should hold. We use a human readable password generator here. The password should be, 12 digits long, and we say OK. As you can see, the password was generated, and you see a password quality bar here below the password field, which says that this password has a good quality. The tooltip says that this password has 71 bits of information. That is equivalent to a huge amount of possible variations. So we will use this password, and you can show the password if you want to, and hide it again. You can test if the password is in a dictionary, and we see, it's a good password. A password should never be found in the dictionary. You can copy the password to the clipboard as well if you want to pass the password to a browser application or something else. Our password will expire at 2012, and we had to provide a username for Amazon, so we will document it here. And we can find the Amazon service on this URL. And Amazon wanted to know an email address from us in the registration process, so we can document this email address here. This is very useful if you have multiple email addresses and you want to know which account knows which email address from you. After we have done this, we apply the changes to make them effective. You see in the title bar the little star. This star indicates that the document needs to be saved. We save the document by clicking on the little disk here. And now we need to choose a password file where we store our passwords. We pick an empty directory. That's very useful. And we call the file KissKiss. The file extensions here are just for documenting purposes. You can pick an encryption mode, and KissKiss knows multiple encryption engines. The most powerful encryption engine is the OpenPGP with AES, which uses a key length of 256 bits. The others are useful as well, but I would recommend to use this one. Just say choose, and now KissKiss wants to use the extension xml.gpg, so we tell OK, that's fine for us. Now you have to pick a master password, and this master password should be very, very private. Nobody else should know it. It should not be found in a dictionary, and it should not be easy guessable for computers. So let's say we use the password Schiffert. You see, oh, it has a password quality medium that's not that high for a master password, and we say OK. And now a warning appears that this password can be found in a dictionary, and so it's easy to guess. We don't want to proceed, so we use another one. So now we pick a password which is much better for a master password. It should be long enough, not be in a dictionary, and so no warning appears. And as we can see, the document has been saved successfully. Let us assume that we want to create an additional account. So we create a Bookstore account, which is another bookstore. We call it Bookstore. Now we create a new secure password. And you can see it's harder to read than the human readable password. We have a username, a URL, oops, and we use a different address from us. And we apply the changes. So we want to regroup our accounts. We create a new group. We say, well, in this group we get bookstores, and we apply the changes. As you can see, if you change a text field, the apply button is active. You can use a shortcut, Alt-A, and the changes are applied. Now you can drag the existing items into the new group. And as you can see, the new parent group for Amazon and Bookstore is the bookstores item. The document is dirty again, as you can see with the star in the title bar, and now we save the document with Ctrl-S. You see in the status bar that the document has been saved successfully. Another very useful feature is the archive feature. Think about, well, Amazon is your favorite bookstore and you don't need Bookstore again. So what can you do? Well, you can delete Bookstore, click with the right mouse button on the item and say delete. But what if you want to order at Bookstore again? Well, you can archive the item just clicking this checkbox here below and say apply. Now you see that the font is italic, and if you re-render the tree view, you see that in the bookstores the bookstore is not there anymore. Well, it's already hidden. You can make it visible again if you choose View and Show Archived Items. Now you see that bookstore are there. If you disable this item, it will be hidden again. If you search for bookstore, you can find it again. So you don't need to delete your items, you can put them in the archive, and you have a clean and structured view all the time. Another useful feature is the Open URL action here. You can open this URL with clicking on the right and say Open URL, or just click on this button here and your favorite browser will open the defined URL. You could define some placeholders so QizQiz can fill in passwords, username, email addresses into the URL. QizQiz provides some report functionality as well. In the report menu, you can find 3 items. You can view the most recently viewed accounts here. A dialog appears and you see that Bookstrap has been opened 2 times a total and Amazon 1 time the total. You can see the last viewed accounts and you can see that Bookstrap was opened more recently than Amazon. And you can see expired accounts, which is empty because we don't have an account which expired. So let's say we have an account, a new one, and let's call it eBay. We create a new secure account, password, shown here, give a username, find it here, no email address, apply it. And now we say that it expired in 2010. No, 2009. And apply. So, if you show the expired accounts again, you see that eBay expired on 2009/11/29. So you can pick eBay and you can change your password or change the expiry date. Another useful feature is the locking screen feature you can find here. Just click on this icon and QizQiz will run in the system tray and will not be visible within the taskbar. If you make a double click on the system tray icon, you can see that QizQiz does not show the document anymore. To make it visible again, click on the button here and enter your password from the document to make it visible again. This is very useful to keep the application in the background, and if there is no activity within 5 minutes per default, you can see in the options, QizQiz will make an auto hide of the application. You could change the setting here to make a longer period or shorter period of time. Another useful feature is the attachment feature, which each account provides. Just select on the attachment tab here and select you want to add a new attachment. Now you have to select the file, maybe a file with some information. And now you see that there's a new entry with the file. Just say apply and save. And now the attachment is stored within your password file. If you need to access the file again, you can say save as. And okay, we save it to the previous location. And so we can use it. And if you are fed up with QizQiz, you can export all the data you entered into different file formats, such as comma-separated value files, HTML, or raw XML. So you won't stick into QizQiz. You can use KeePass or something else, which is very useful if you don't trust QizQiz anymore. But I hope that you will have a lot of fun with QizQiz and that it will meet your needs. It would be very nice from you if you could send me feedback, maybe with a submit a feature request feature. I would like to hear, did you like QizQiz, did you like it not? Or are there better programs out there? Or do you have some feature request you want to see in QizQiz? So have a nice day.